What is up, everybody? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Excited to get into a new Olight with you. Let's jump into it. All right, guys. Today we have a new one in from Olight. This is the Arkfeld Ultra. I really am enjoying this one. It is made of the new OAL aluminum. I like this one. Very nice milling here to grip onto. Excellent finish on here. You have a battery indicator along with the indicator for your flashlight, your laser, and your black light. You can clearly see the marking on here, how to rotate it. And the little disc has a nice little switch here, very tactile response to moving this one around to get it to where you need to go. I really am digging this blue as well. You do have a deep carry pocket clip that also can be put on the bill of a hat. It also has a nice magnet on the back that will allow you to stick it to some metal if you need to angle it. This is also how you would get that magnetic charger on here to use it as well. It does have the warning here for the laser, use with caution, and it does have the standard stamped, very lightly though, very hard to see, battery information with the QR scanner on there as well. Now, this is a very simple operating knife. When you cut it on, tell you what your battery indicator is, and then you can see that your flashlight is there. With this one here, you just simply hold to cycle to the brighter light or back down to the low light. Now, I believe with this one, if I recall correctly, if you hold and cut it on, it'll be a very, very bright moonlight brightness, and then hold from there to get it to the second lowest brightest setting, to the middle setting, again, all the way up to the highest setting, and then it'll take it right back down to the lowest setting when you hold it. Sorry, I cut it off just now. I believe from here, if you double click, it'll go into a flash. See, triple click will take it to its absolute max brightness. So single click on, double click flash, triple click for the max brightness, and then hold it and it'll take it down to its brightest setting. The runtime I will post on the screen for you. I definitely don't know from memory. I do apologize for that. And then from here, whether it's on or off, it doesn't matter. You can flip it over to the laser. There's no settings here for the laser. It's just a on and off feature. However, it does have a little party trick. If you double click, you can, with the laser, turn the light on, and you can cycle through all of the brightnesses. So even though you are on the laser, you can operate both at the same time. Now, the other option here is going to be your black light, and your black light has the same functionality as on off. There are no brightness settings on this one. It's just an on or an off setting. So this is nice. You can check the cleanliness of a room that you're in. If you have some fat carbon, you can get it to kind of glow. I don't know how well it'll show up on here, but you can kind of see the glowiness of the fat carbon with it versus without it. Pretty cool little effect there. Just a little added bonus for that one there. But definitely a nice utility function that allows you to still see with this one. So that is the Ultra's functionality, but how does it rate far as size is concerned? Let's do some quick size comparison. All right. You guys know these are a couple of my favorite flashlights that I've used for a very long time. This is the Raylight Land Apple, and this is the Pineapple Mini. As you can see, it's not terribly larger than the Land Apple as far as the overall size, but the battery performance on it is going to be significant. It does have pretty competitive brightness and throw to the Land Apple for sure, definitely more than the Mini Pineapple. And then you have the added black light and the laser on there as a bonus. It does stand flat, which is one of the things that I do like about the Land Apple. But unlike the Land Apple, it does give the ability to magnetize. And the pocket clip has the added feature of being able to be thrown on a cap or clipped onto like a bag or a backpack, something like that. Let me clear these two out of the way. We'll go ahead and wrap up with final thoughts and impressions. All right, final thoughts and impression, guys. If you're not familiar, I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. I don't limit the affordable knives from the affordable flashlights from the premium flashlights. This one I just allow to use the full range. I do take into account the fit, the finish, the performance, and the price point on these. And I do think that these Arkfelds, for the money, are very competitive with the Raylight Land Apples at $100. The aluminum on here, their new OAL aluminum, very strong, very durable. The coating on mine seems to be done really well. I've been carrying this one for about a month before I decided to do this actual review. And I do think the functionality as a pocketable flashlight is really good for the money. I love that you have moonlight with 3 brightness settings in between, and then you have the highest light beam. Now, generally it doesn't run for a super long time on that ultra high brightness, but I think that brightness would be something to like signal and get attention. I like the added bonus of them throwing the laser and the blacklight on here as additional bonus functions on it. I could have been just fine with it being a flashlight, and maybe it could have even been made thinner, but I do like the battery life on here, and I do really like the size of this. A lot of people might say that it's a little big, but I like that I can get the whole hand on here and still operate the disc to be able to use this and the button. I do appreciate the battery indicator. The only piece of feedback I'd probably say on here is it would be cool if there was a way to bake in a little indicator as to what brightness you're on with your flashlight. I also really like the fact that with the laser you can still use the flashlight. It's a nice way to kind of combo and make this super useful. Flat top stand, magnetic stand, clip, and then even if you didn't want to use that and you just needed to set it down, there's a myriad of ways that you can kind of set this to be able to use it. Having said all of that, for me on this particular one, as a pocketable flashlight that is extremely well done, I'm going 9.2. I have been carrying the heck out of this. I really like it. It's gone toe to toe with the Land Apple, which is definitely the other most carried flashlight that I have on there. Let me know what you think about the Arkfeld Ultra. I'm very curious. If you want to pick one up, I have a link down below that helps the channel when you use it. Totally up to you. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. I'd love to have you follow along. Special shout out and thanks to channel members out there. Your support is very much appreciated. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.